this video we're going to look at a GroupBy query, which is the last type of query I'm going to go through with you in this little set of examples. So to see what a GroupBy query can do, we're going to start with just a regular single table query like this one. Now I want to do an analysis of the weight of different types of dinosaurs. So I've got the dinosaur name, the diet, and the weight in kilograms. And you can see I've not even really selected any criteria there. And if I run it, it just gives me a complete list of the dinosaurs and the diet in terms of plant and their weight. Now that's not really a very useful kind of query. For a start, there's a lot of repetition there. So I've got plants and meat kind of repeated over and over and over, which is a little bit wasteful. And this data isn't really helpful either. Wouldn't it be more useful if I could see, for instance, how much the plant-eating dinosaurs weighed compared to the meat-eating dinosaurs? So what we can do is use a GroupBy query, which will enable us to do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go back into the design view, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the weight field here, and I'm going to click at the top, I'm going to click totals. Now this will add a row to my database query design table here, which you'll see. There you go. I've now got a total column, and the option to group by has appeared. Now the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get rid of the dinosaur field, because I don't need that at all. Because what I'm going to do is, instead of showing all of the dinosaurs, I'm just going to organize this query so it shows me two categories: plant eating and meat eating. So I've got rid of that table completely, and I'm going to put as my criteria plant, just like we did before, plants, just like we did before. Now we're going to look at what GroupBy does, and I'm going to look at my weight by kilograms field for this. So if I click GroupBy, I've got a drop down list there, and you can see that a whole bunch of options appear. So I've got sum, average, min, max, first, last, standard deviation, count, etc. If I click on sum and then I run the query, okay, you can see that I've got something very, very different. What it's done is it's taken all of the dinosaurs who are plant eaters and added up all of their individual weights to give us a total sum of, and you can see there it says sum of weight. So it's a lot simpler. You notice I couldn't use the dinosaur field there because that represents all of the plant-eating dinosaurs. So that shows me all the plant-eating dinosaurs have a combined weight of that. What we could do is we could make that information more useful still. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to do plants, and underneath I'm going to do or meat, because what I want to be able to do is a comparison. So you can still do that with this query. So I'm still going to do the sum, and if I run that query now, you can see what's happened this time. It's calculated the weight of all the meat eaters and calculated the weight of all the plant eaters. It's really useful. I'm just going to show you one final little thing, and how easy it would be to try a different option. If I go to sum, if I want to change that to, for instance, average, I can just do average like that, run the query, and there we go. The only reason it's got the hashtag there is because the column isn't wide enough. So if I adjust that, there we go. We might want to look at rounding that down. But there is the average weight of the meat eaters compared to the average weight of the plant eaters. And you can see how that kind of query would be really useful if you actually wanted to do some analysis of your data. So that's a little bit more of a sophisticated kind of query to use, the GroupBy query. And